Our next guests today are Service Dogs for America. The last time they were here, we were able to see what a service dog looks like and the very important role that they play.
With us today, we've got Jenny and Connie and DJ and Leland to show us kind of the whole process. To all four of you, thanks so much for being here. It's great to have you here.
Thank you. We got puppies. They are,
yeah.
I kind of got a little excited, but look how calm the puppies are. So,
so chill.
Let's just start with how brand new they are. How old are they and when did you guys get them?
They just arrived on our campus on Saturday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They were born on September 15th, and so they are 9 weeks old.
Oh my goodness.
So how did they make it to your campus? That's what I don't understand.
These came as a gift to us from a very lovely family. Good boy. Their names are Mr. Brad, Miss Brenda, and Miss Brenna, B-R-E-N-N-A. And they're originally from Williston, North Dakota, but now they live in Rapid City, South Dakota. They drove them all the way up to us on Saturday.
Do they breed service dogs, or?
Nope. They just had a litter of puppies that they were purpose bred, and it was their goal to be able to have puppies make a difference for someone, and that's how they came to us.
Yeah, so last time you were here, we got to meet a veteran who said, it was really touching, I remembered, he said, this dog gave my daughters their dad back, and it just melted my heart. There are so many different reasons that, you know, a veteran may need a service dog. Let's talk a little bit about the training. I mean, this is, you start very, very early. We're talking about socialization, and talk a little bit about what goes into, this isn't normal just, you know, obedience training.
Right. So socialization is really getting the dogs to adapt to our environment. And so we start when they're just tiny babies, just by touching their paws, touching their tails, touching their ears, just getting them accustomed to being handled. And then as they get older, we want to expose them to as many different things as we can, many different people and sounds and places. And you don't really need to, you just need to expose them to these things. And it should be a positive experience, so then the dogs associate those things with good things, if that makes sense.
So when you got these dogs, did you know right away, oh, they're going to be great as service dogs? And it's just a matter of training? Can any dog do this, or?
Nope, not any dog can do this. So we do temperament tests on puppies. We start with the Villard as soon as we can, and then I am also, I can do AKC's ATT, which is also a temperament test. And you have to have permission to do that. You get a license number, a certificate number, and so we'll temperament test these dogs all the way through their training from start to finish.
What does that look like?
So temperament tests go over a variety of tactile, sensory, sound. Yes, that's it. Good touch. Good touch. In a whole bunch of different environments, how they respond, how quickly they recover, whether or not, even if they get startled, it doesn't mean they fail. It's if they can recover within 3 to 5 seconds. Good, take it. And so it's constantly something we work on, yes, throughout all of their training.
How many hours a day are you working with them?
In each in particular dog?
Mm-hmm.
If the dogs are in my prison program, they're with a handler from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Wow.
And then on campus, they'll go through all of our trainers on campus each day.
Now, I'm sure I'm skipping steps, and I don't mean to, but going back to the last time you were on with us, and when we were speaking with, it was Jeremiah, correct?
Yes.
And when he had to start talking and he got a little nervous, his dog got up to comfort him. And I thought, how do you get to that point to where the dog just knows to support them like that?
That's a really great question. So when the donors of these puppies, Mr. Brad, Miss Brenda, and Miss Brenna, dropped off the puppies on Saturday, Mr. Brad asked me the same question. He's a diabetic. And the mother of these puppies, he did not know that a dog could just innately respond. And so his ketones had fallen below 70, and his dog had glued to the side, these puppies' mothers. And he's like, she has no training, is that possible? And I said, absolutely, that's what we look for. So there's a good chance that these puppies will be great centers, just based on genetics.
We do train on campus too. We do mock panic attacks, so they can see what that looks like. I actually did my very first presentation, and I was super, super nervous, and I had a dog named Elliot, who was a red lab. And so I told him to go on a place, which meant he had to stay on a blanket until I told him to do something else. And I went up and introduced myself, and Elliot comes right in front of me. And I thought, oh, I look like I don't know what I'm doing. So I sent him back to his place, and 2 seconds later, there he was right in front of me again. And then I realized I'm nervous.
You're
He picked
nervous,
up on it.
yes.
And so it was actually a really good thing that he had done. So,
DJ.
so
Sometimes they know better.
yeah, you have to trust your dog.
That's
really, they know.
That's it.
I love this.
I do too. I mean,
So we see 2 puppies right now. How many dogs are you seeing at different times? Are these the only 2 you're working with right now?
No, we actually have 36 dogs in inventory right now.
wow.
And they're at varying stages. Until these ones came along, you guys saw pictures of Danny, Dublin, and Billy, and they were our youngest until Saturday. So these guys are now our youngest. So they're in all stages of training. And our dogs do not get to meet potential humans until they're over 2 years of age. So part of what Mrs. Connie was talking about with socialization is something we call Pass the Puppy, where everyone gets a chance to hold a puppy.
We were promised. Pass the puppy.
These are big puppies too.
I
They're
am
big
ready.
boys. So are you ready
What
to
kind of
hold
puppies
them?
are they?
They are Labrador Retrievers. So we were a little surprised at their size, honestly, too. Leland weighs in at a lovely 17.4, and DJ weighs in at 17.
Oh, kisses.
So
Can I hold DJ?
Hi,
Hi,
go ahead.
buddy.
And these are red labs.
Yep. AKC recognizes yellow, black, and chocolate. So these actually fall into the yellow realm.
I know.
So,
And for being, I think already that they are really mild mannered, really, for being puppies. Puppies.
that's part of temperament testing
Yeah.
as well. Making sure that, that they're going to be kind and thoughtful and gentle and confident. They want to be very confident puppies.
Well, before you go, I want to remind people we're going to be following these puppies' journey as they are trained, and we've already put up a link on our hot button at valleynewslive.com so you can look at pictures, watch these interviews, and see these puppies grow and become very important service members. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming in and sharing your puppies with us.
Our director is telling us to wrap. We're not going to ever wrap this segment, okay, Tony? We're just going to
Whole puppies forever.
forever.
We'll be right back.